Good morning, friends, and welcome to this session on ego identification. But before we dive into the session, I would like to share with you about a good news about our retreat, that the venue for our retreat has been finalized. And we are holding this on 13th and 14th December. You can plan to reach, it's in Karjat, so it's almost equidistant between Bombay and Pune. Yeah, it's about 125 kilometers from Bombay and Pune, uh, both from Bombay and Pune. And so you can plan to reach the venue by about 10 a.m. or so. And we start with the first session from 11 to 1, which will be recap by you on your journey, SLP journey. We would have finished the entire course, the SLP program by then. So what have been your takeaways? Everyone shares for about 5 to 10 minutes each. So that is what we do here. The venue is a very beautiful property. It's Colonel's Farms, and I have shared the pictures in the group. And then post lunch, we have a session on yogic breathing and chakra meditation by Dr. Reena, who is also a part of this group and member of Mindful Living community. And in the evening, we have recognitions and bonfire. We'll have some fun activity around the bonfire. And we begin the next day with a nature walk and then session by me on change your questions and change your life. Uh, these are power questions which, upon reflecting, cause deep shifts. So, these are questions which I have been asking myself, and I have also gathered basis my research. So we will do that, and I'll share about the advanced SLP program that we'll be launching, followed by lunch, and then our retreat gets over. So this is the agenda for the upcoming retreat. The fees for the first 10 participants is 7,500 rupees, and for non-SLP participants, it is 9,500 rupees. So we will be sharing this about this retreat in the group shortly. So don't get confused. For the SLP and first 10 participants, it is 7,500, and beyond that, it goes up to 9,500. So don't get confused when you see two fee structure for the same retreat. Hi, Sasha. Good morning. Sasha, how does this
Good
sound?
morning. Good morning, Ashish ji. Wonderful. Yes.
Good, good, good. So Sasha has already confirmed his participation, and I think one more person, Vaishnavi, who else has confirmed?
Manoj Nair.
Manoj Nair has confirmed. So Manoj and Vaishnavi, Sasha have confirmed. So 8 more seats, please confirm ASAP. This is a small property. Only about 16 to 18 people can stay. So it will be a small, intimate gathering, primarily intended for the SLP participants. Any questions, comments on this from anyone? All right, so we'll move on. Today we'll be discussing about ego in the next 1 hour. And ego is not the self-inflated sense of importance that we normally understand it to be. It is more about the labels that we put on ourselves and how this is done unconsciously and how it changes the trajectory of our life, how it changes our behavior towards others and others' behaviors towards us. And what is the implication of that for our life is what we're going to discuss today. This is also at the root cause of many challenges that we face in our life. So let us understand what is ego. If somebody would have asked me 10, 15 years back, who are you? I would have started by saying that I am Ashish, working as a VP with Marsh, living in Gurgaon, and then what are your hobbies? What do you like? What do you don't dislike, etc. So this is normally how we look at ourselves and how we describe ourselves. And this has got profound implications. Let me elaborate that a little bit more. I would appreciate if you can keep your cameras on because that facilitates, discussion. And otherwise, I feel like I'm talking to some blank tiles. Thank you, Tanuja. So now look at how the name creates the labels. Suppose your name is Ambani. Then how would that change your behavior? Or if your surname, in India, the name reveals a lot. It reveals your religion, it reveals your caste, it reveals your gender. So many things are there in a name. So just by looking at the name, we make a assumption about that person, whether the person is South Indian, West Indian, East Indian, South Indian. So think about how does name change our behavior? The age, so there is this concept about age appropriate behavior. So if you are a senior citizen, you're supposed to act very sober and dignified and not really have fun. So if some senior citizens are sitting and partying, people will come and say, wow, it's so nice to see you guys having fun. What, senior citizens can't have fun? Or marital status, if somebody is single, married, or divorced, how do we look at them? Or education, if somebody is educated, IIT, IIM, how would you treat them? Somebody who's uneducated, how would you treat them? Somebody who's a topper, how would you treat them? Like one of my classmates was a real academic failure. So he was in a senior class, but he failed and came to my class. But fortunately for him, he didn't let his education or lack of it or failure in academics limit him. Today, he's a very successful entrepreneur. And, he's also contributor to the community, very active in community service. And he owns an S class. Okay. So are you, understanding how the labels we put on ourselves? If he would have thought about that I'm a failure in academics, and if he would have equated that to failure in life, his life would have been over. He would not have been so successful. Or profession, lawyers, doctors, teachers, noble profession. Teacher is considered to be a noble profession. Whether the teacher is noble or not, we don't know, but the label is noble profession. Similarly, for lawyers, people have a view that, they are not lawyers, they are liars. That is what is said. Or doctors, they are dakat. डॉक्टर नहीं, ये डकैत है. स्पेशली वो सर्जन जो है वो नाइफ दिखा के पैसे ही लूट रहा है आपसे. I'll pause here to see if any of this is making sense for you and if there is anything that is coming up for you. Hello, Monica. Hello, Dr. Abhishek.
Good morning, sir.
Hello,
Good
good morning, everybody.
morning. So look at color, in blacks, you are nigger, you are a nigger, as they would say. Or if you're fair, people will treat you differently. If you're dark, people will treat you differently. I'm dark, I'm black. Or economic philosophy, capitalist, socialist. And look at Russia and US, that difference in philosophy, that label of socialist and capitalist has been, has put them at war for as many years as I can remember. Cold War or real war, or, divided the world into blocks. Or if you identify very strongly with the gender, then, females, girls don't laugh, men don't cry, how it determines over. Or the health condition. I am a diabetic, I'm a cancer patient, or I am a cancer survivor, or, so on and so forth. Is this striking something in you? Something, or, hello, Manoj. Or, is it, I'm a criminal, I'm a liar, I'm a criminal. How would you, somebody who's in a jail, how would you treat them? Guilty just because he's in a jail uniform? Or would you be open? How would your behavior change if you see somebody in a jail uniform or in a doctor's coat? You know. So what are the labels we put on ourselves? Or the label that I am the father, or the label that I am the provider for the family. I have this label very strongly that I am the provider for the family. Now, what does that provider feel? It feels burdensome. It feels like it's a duty. It feels like I'm constantly on, constantly working for providing for the family. All right, I'll pause here to see if yes, Sasha.
Yeah, Ashish, they also dress. We make conclusions if somebody is wearing a dress.
Dress, yeah. The dress also. By the dress we make conclusion, or the many other ways we label people, and
Correct.
then
Yeah.
yeah, correct. Or I am a VP. Yeah, sure, Manoj. I am a VP, so VPs behaves in a certain way, or I am a CEO, or I am a management trainee. That will drive. Or I am a BJP guy, or I am a Congress guy, or I am a Republican, I am a Democrat. So all my behavior will be determined by that. Or uh, I'm a young person. If you are a young person, you may feel shy when you are in a group of seniors. You may not feel like opening up. So your label that I'm young and inexperienced or junior will may prevent you from sharing openly. Or Gen Z or millennial, how does that determine your behavior or your so Gen Z's are like that, there is a label, Gen Z's are like that, right? Is that making sense for you? Or I am fat or thin, tall, short. Okay. And what happens is we make these identities, we ये हम चिपका लेते हैं अपने लेबल, ये लेबल हमने चिपका लिया अपने ऊपर. And then we do everything possible to live up to that level or to defend that level. We think we are that label. If I put the label that I'm a mother, then everything I'll do will be to support that label that I'm the mother. Always on, always sacrificing. Mothers are supposed to not have fun, always busy cooking, planning, caring for other people, not caring for themselves, or father, or so on. So these labels become, or I am the founder of this company, so constantly working towards that. And anything that so that completely determines and we make this story about our capabilities, that I'm good at maths. And these labels also then lead us to comparing ourselves with other people. I am not good at maths compared to whom, you know, or I am smart compared to whom, or I look ugly or beautiful, or nobody likes me, or I'm better than you. So there is this whole comparison thing starts with the label. But imagine if you are the only person on the planet Earth. Just take 2 minutes and settle down, with your breath. And imagine that you are the only person on this planet Earth. What is the identity you have? And this whole planet Earth, you are the only person. Are you good? Are you bad? Are you ugly? Are you fat? Are you thin? Are you dark? Who are you? You are the only person. How does that feel to be with yourself and being the only person on planet Earth? Who's that person who is free from all the labels that we put on ourselves or others put on us? I'm middle class. Who is this person who's standing alone on the planet Earth? Who's he or she? Is there a sense of relief, or how are you feeling? Nobody to compare yourself with. No tags, no labels, no responsibilities, no duties, no should be, no could be. Just alone. Only person on planet Earth.
That's the only time we are
Any,
with
Tanuja?
self. That's the only time we are with self.
That's the only time we are with self. How does that feel? Hello, Hari. Good morning. How did it feel for you?
It gives very good
Thank you.
It gives a very good feeling when you are alone and you identify that you are with yourself. You're not in comparison with anyone. You don't drop all the levels that you carry, and that is the only time you are realizing yourself.
Very nice.
So ego is when we drop all those levels and think about be with ourselves.
Mm.
Because we carry these levels, ego is there.
Yeah. Big sense of relief, right? Anybody else would like to share? How did it feel imagining yourself as the only person on planet Earth? It would feel amazing. Thank you, Dr. Abhishek. So think about it. Stay with that person, take some time out, 1 or 2 minutes every day, being with that person, feeling free. Thank you, Monica.
Yes, Ashish, there would not be any pressure of judgment. You're not judging with anyone, comparing with anyone. I think we will be feeling relaxed with that thought.
Mhm. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Manoj. So we can do this as a daily practice, for 2 days, for 2 minutes, for 1 minute or 2 minutes every day. Drop all labels. See yourself or imagine yourself as the only person and see what comes up for you in that time. Who are you? Who am I? Am I the father? Am I the son? Am I the brother? Am I the VP? Am I this? Am I that? Or, who am I? Yeah.
Ji,
Yes.
yeah, if you see, shortly that, God created one world. He created man, and he didn't create religions. He didn't
Mhm.
create castes.
Mhm.
So he just created a man, and he wanted him to live freely ever after. But
Yeah.
we are the ones who created that divide. Number one, the biggest divide which we have created among human race is the division of religions, the biggest one. And I think
Agree.
I think everybody is fighting on religion today.
Yes.
And then in the religion we have castes, subcastes, and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? So I think the division and the divide is has been a nature of human race from very beginning, and that is where these labels also come in, wherein we are trying to divide ourselves, that this is a fair community, this is a negro community, or
Yeah.
this is a poor community and this is a rich community,
Yeah.
or multiple other labels, which you just mentioned. I think this has been a nature of a human being to divide and feel superior.
Mhm.
It is nothing but of feeling of a superiority and inferiority,
Very nice.
and
Very nice.
wherein that divide is created, and it's a temporary feel good behavior.
Mm.
You temporarily feel good about it, that you are a VP, and somebody else, you have hundreds of people in your
Mm.
organization, and some is senior manager, some is executive, and you are a VP. So you have
Yeah.
labeled yourself as a superior. So I think that divide is happening from time immemorial. And what we all need to do is that we need to remove all these labels from ourselves and think ourselves that we are that human which is created by uh, God, and we are all same, we are all equal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So beautifully put, Dr. Abhishek. And imagine, you are a VP, so you feel superior to 100 other people in your team. But if you're sitting next to your CEO, how would you feel? Then you will feel small. Possibly you will feel small, or one would feel small. Or sitting next to a Nobel laureate, one would possibly feel small, or to the Prime Minister. Because we don't tend to look at ourselves like creations of God. We tend to look at ourselves as a VP, CEO, Prime Minister, and then there is this comparison that is inherent with the label that we put. And there is also something very beautiful said in the chat by Monica, that we would feel like a newborn baby. How is a newborn baby? How does a newborn baby feel?
It will be without any label.
Yeah.
Whenever we see a baby, we don't even know the religion. All
Yeah.
babies like same, without any Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Parsi. एंड
Yeah.
आगे सब डिविजन्स जो कास्ट डिविजन्स रहती हैं तो उनकी बॉडी भी दिखाई नहीं दे रही होती बिकॉज टिल 1 year and half year they are all the babies are looking same.
So
तो
the babies are joyful, right?
उस
कोई
या
लेवल नहीं है
कोई
वे-
हमें भी देखने में लेवल नहीं है, दे आर आल्सो हैप्पी.
हाँ, वो भी मस्त है, एकदम खुश है वो।
खुश है वो.
खिलखिलाते रहते हैं बच्चे, हमेशा खिलखिला के हंसते हैं, है ना?
और आप भी जब उससे इंटरेक्ट करते हो तो सबसे बड़ा चेंज मैंने देखा है कि मैं बेबी को बेबी की तरह ही देख रही हूँ. मैंने कोई रिलीजन कास्ट मोटा, बेबी चबी है तो भी प्यारा लग रहा है, बेबी पतला है तो भी प्यारा ही लग रहा है. जैसे जो भी आपने पॉइंटर्स लिखे हैं वो
हाँ.
एक पॉइंट बेबी पे अप्लाई नहीं होता,
Hmm.
तो दे आर टोटली फ्री.
Very beautiful, Monica. So imagine without labels, we will become so joyful, so happy, like a baby. How many of you would like to be in that state where you're joyful like a baby? Type me if you would like to be joyful like a baby. Thank you, Monica. Yeah, would all like to be. So you see what these labels are doing for us. Thank you, Rosina. Thank you, Dr. Abhishek. Thank you. So these labels is what drives our life, and people around. We assume the identity. We put ourselves one with the car, position, designation that we have. And then sometimes, tragic things happen when people lose job. They will take extreme steps. But the point is, you look at yourself, you realize that I have an identity which is separate from the labels that I have put. I have shared this earlier, so I'm not going to talk about it much. But the label which the teacher put on Edison was that you are a stupid guy. And the label which mother put on Edison is that you are a genius. And that label the mother put transformed Edison's trajectory of life, right? I think he holds the record for maximum number of patents a person has. So what are the labels we are putting on ourselves and other people, and how that is determining the life, So ponder for some time, take about 10 minutes and get a pen and paper to reflect on who am I, and write down I am statements, I am a VP, I am a businessman, I am a father, I am a mother. Write down whatever comes up for you. And see how is that driving your behavior and the results in your life. Once I met a global CFO, and he was telling me that he wanted to study medicine. He actually wanted to become a doctor. But his drawing teacher told him, your drawing is not very good. The arts teacher told him, your drawing is not very good. And he thought to himself that, if I take, biology, there will be a lot of diagrams I'll need to make, and I'm not good at drawing. And, then he chose commerce, and then he became a CA and then a global CFO. So I am good or I am bad. I am bad at drawing. Completely changed his life trajectory. So what are the I am statements you have for yourself? Write down the I am statements. Keep writing. Keep writing. Don't stop. Don't stop at 1, 2, 5, 10. For next 5 minutes, keep writing whatever comes up for you. I am a male. Then your behavior will be determined by that. I am a female. Your behavior will be determined by that. I am a mother, father, brother. I am wealthy. I am poor. I am stingy. I am not good enough. What is coming up for you? How do you define yourself?
Ashish, small clarification.
Yes.
While I've been all this while I've been trying to remain positive as much as possible, but the immediate thought which is coming is little, I could say, negative. Should I continue with that or?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for bringing that up, Manoj. Please continue writing whatever is coming up for you, because this is an exercise in getting in touch with the labels we unconsciously put on ourselves or consciously put on ourselves.
Okay, thanks.
So, yeah, this is not an evaluative exercise. Just keep writing whatever is coming up for you. And if you have any questions, please ask. Any clarifications, please ask. I am a struggler. I've struggled all my life. मैं बेचारी हूं या बेचारा हूं. Poor me. I am a victim or I am a victor. I am not respected. You can write both I am and I am not, whatever comes up for you. I am an expert. I am simple. I am straightforward. I am honest. I am weak. I am strong. What is coming up for you? Keep writing, keep writing. Keep breathing. Stay with your breaths. Stay with your thoughts. Keep writing. 5 more minutes. I am not, whatever. Because that is creating your reality. I am a creation of God. I am a wonderful creation of God. I am a magnificent creation of God. I am a child of God. I am an orphan. I'm having fun. I'm not having fun. Let's do a midpoint check. How many have you got so far? Please type in the chat 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I am a VP. I'm a techie. I'm a fintech guy. I'm an insurance guy. I'm an insurance professional. Thank you, Monica. Keep writing. Let's get to 50. 4 more minutes. Yeah. Manoj, apply yourself a little bit more. I am a pet lover. Thank you, Tanuja. Think more, think more. There are more labels. I am attentive. I am distracted. I am humble. I am grateful. I am bold. I am brilliant. I am effortlessly brilliant. I am clever. I am dumb. Keep writing. Keep writing. I am Hindu, Christian, Muslim. Keep writing. Okay, let's hear few that have come up for you. Hari, Anit, what has come up for you? Manvi, thank you. Anyone would like to share some statements that have come up for them? Anything new that came up for you, which you didn't realize earlier?
No, nothing new.
I think, Ashuji, these are the realized ones only. Specifically, nothing new has come, but I would say the statements.
Sorry?
I would say the statements. If
Okay,
you want.
yeah, please.
I am a soul. First one. I am a powerful being. I am grateful. I am a learner. I am a giver. I am in love with myself. I am a traveler. I am a lucky being. I am positive. I am blessed. I am having great company of people. I am a karma yogi.
Very nice. Very nice. So one thing I would like to share with each one of you is that whatever you put after I am, your mind will do its utmost best to make that come true. Okay. I have in the morning today shared resources, on I am statements, wonderful affirmations on I am. And there is an interview of Oprah Winfrey where she talks about I am, how whatever you write after I am comes true. So now you've identified these, chant to yourself, these, or if you want to, there is a limiting one that you came up with, draw an affirmation to the opposite. Like one of the things I realized is I subconsciously, I think I'm a struggler. So everything in my life is a struggle. Then I changed, so then the affirmation I developed for myself is success comes to me easily and effortlessly. So, like that, did any limiting I am statements come up for any one of you? Anyone would like to share? Manvi, Sesha, Rosina. Hello, Vasudev.
Yeah, Ashish Rosina.
We can't hear you,
Can,
Rosina. Yeah,
can you hear me now?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when we started, I started writing something which was like some negative connotations on I am. And then all of a sudden, I was like, why am I writing so many things? And why these pointers? Because right now I'm like, I'm happy, I'm grateful. Those pointers were coming up. So I made another column and I started writing as I am, and that list came up big. And then you said at the like, also you write I am not. So wherever I was writing that negative connotation, I just added a word called not,
Mhm.
and I started making this list. And sometimes it feels like though I would take this as a good ego and bad ego
Hmm.
if we are labeling ourselves, because many a times such connotations of I'm happy, I'm grateful, I'm grounded really push you up, like, so these are the things which motivates you.
Yeah. So, thank you for saying that, Rosina. But uh, don't chant "I am not." That is just too broad of a
No,
mind.
no, 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 no,
Uh,
no, 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 not
yeah,
at
yeah.
all,
No, I'm
not
just
at all.
clarifying for the benefit of
Yes,
everyone.
yes, yes,
So
absolutely.
I met a very successful coach, and he has 50 of these I am statements. I am creative, I am successful, I am powerful, I am a champion, I am wealthy, whatever. You can have your own 50 I am statements. And then what he does is he put it to a music, and that becomes his list which he plays every day and listens. So that's a very powerful practice to do. Write 50 empowering statements about yourself, and I have shared these resources with you which have got hundreds of I am affirmations. I am wealthy, I am prosperous, I have abundance of friends, I have so many things. So refer to that, uh, listen to them while you were sleeping, napping, traveling, whatever you're doing, and come up with your own I am statements. Hi, Dhruv.
Hello, Ashish.
Yeah, any sharing? Anybody would like to share before we move on?
So it means if we have a few affirmations in negative tone, so on the right side of the column we can write the positive tonality of the same affirmation.
Yes, yes, yes. आपको अगर जो आ रहा है, जैसे मेरे को आया कि आई एम ए स्ट्रगलर, मैं पूरी जिंदगी स्ट्रगल ही करता रहा, फिर मैंने चेंज किया उसको। तो आपका जो आई एम की रियलाइजेशन आ रही है, इफ इट इज एन एम्पावरिंग वन, यू कंटिन्यू विद दैट। और इफ इट इज डिसएम्पावरिंग और लिमिटिंग यू, देन यू रिप्लेस दैट विद एन एम्पावरिंग वन। क्योंकि जो भी आप आई एम के बाद लिख रहे हो वो 100% ट्रू होने वाला है। So this is the process of replacing negative I am statements or limiting I am statements with empowering I am statements.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ashish, one comment I want to make is
Yes.
so when we're writing about I am, it gives a positive energy and there is a change in the attitude. And when you are doing or writing, I'm not. it kind of drains the energy.
Yeah, very, very good observation, Sasha. So whatever drains your energy, you replace that with something which is positive, right? So this is something which you can keep doing on an ongoing basis and come up with 50 empowering I am statements, right? Or if you come up, just keep writing, just take out some time and then keep writing I am, or I am not. And then this way we create our life consciously. I am communicative, or I am an introvert, I am an extrovert, I am socially good, awkward, whatever. Yeah, Tanuja first and then Rosina.
Uh, I have jotted down the points. The only thing that is coming is there's a contradiction. I lose temper. I know I lose temper, and my appearance is so. Otherwise, for all my life, as an introduction, like somebody asked me in college, one faculty, and I said I'm humble, kind, and polite. And she told me we might as well change the definition of being polite. So that thing resonates in my mind when I say I'm humble, kind, and polite. But actually, I'm humble, kind, and polite. I have this, I don't know how this thing is tied to my personality that I look very angry. So I want to change that connotation. I lose temper, but I'm not angry all the time.
आपकी पूरी बात नहीं सुनाई दी मेरे को, it was broken. But if you feel you are angry and you would like to be calm, you can say, I am calm. I am calm. Keep chanting, I am calm multiple times in a day whenever you come. Uh, or, one trick is you have those friendship band kind of rubber bands on your hand, and every time you feel angry, is just snap. So it'll bring you back to the present moment, and you can then say, I am calm. Okay. The more you chant, I am calm, the calmer you will become, because your mind will then do everything in its power to make you calm. You can say, I have harmonious relationships with people or whoever you want to have.
That is what I'm saying. I am not at all a angry person. I lose temper. I'm angry. But my personality is such that people assume that I'm an angry woman. Am
Or
I
you
audible?
say, okay. So you are saying you are not angry
That is
with
my
people.
perception. Yes, I'm not angry with people. I'm not angry with anything. And normally I'm a very humble, kind, and polite person. But the
Anyone has got any suggestion for Tanuja?
I guess we lost her, suppose.
No, she's there. She's back.
She's back.
Hmm.
Okay. She is like, I would put it up this way, that she is short-tempered.
No, she's not. That is what she's clarifying. She's not short-tempered, but people assume her to be short-tempered.
So she
So
can
what?
she can put an
no,
affirmation,
no.
mentioning that I am understood well by people.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
That assumption has to be changed. People assume me as an angry woman. That assumption has to be changed because that affects my life. At times, judges also tell me uh, that like they say that your tone is high. Actually, it is not. Once I quoted them that uh, I have a hearing issue. So when you have a hearing issue, you are little louder just because you feel that other person is not able to understand you.
Yeah, I think what Dr. Abhishek says, it was nice. I'm understood clearly. Um,
That's
people
that's the way
appreciate
with me as well.
it. Yeah, so look it up. Ask ChatGPT to help you draft some affirmations.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Rosina, you wanted to share something else?
Yeah. I wanted to share something. Today morning I was like, since
Your
2.
voice is faint again for me, Rosina.
Now it's okay.
Yeah, better.
Yeah. So since for the past 1 week I'm little bit going back of the mind like that. Why do I need to compromise on things? Because I deserve much better. And that was going back of the mind. And today morning, the moment I got up and I said, I deserve better.
Hmm.
You know, that's the way those things came up. Like, I deserve better. And
Very
today
nice.
you took up this session. It was like completely correlating with what we are talking and what we are doing right now.
Yeah.
That's the thing I wanted to share.
Thank you. This is so beautiful, Rosina.
Thank you so
Uh,
much.
I am the best could be one affirmation for you. I deserve the best. I am the best. I deserve the best. That is something. So just keep up with this process on an ongoing basis. And it's a beautiful, very powerful process. Meditate on what is I am. Listen to the resources, the affirmations that we have shared, and you will have many more that will come up for you. And I mentioned this earlier, when we lose our identity, then we feel that it's an existential threat. So if you just for an example, if you are a Bengali, then you won't hear anything. You identify so strongly with being a Bong that you won't like to hear anything against Bongs. Or if I'm an Indian and outside India or in India, somebody says, no, Indians are rubbish or Indians are like dogs. They are not allowed in this hotel. How do you feel? So whatever we identify with, if it is attacked, then, or if I identify with my family and my wife says something abusive about my family, I take it as a personal attack. So that is what happens when we identify that. And, then our behavior changes.
Ashiji, sorry, I'm interrupting. The biggest issue today in our society is we are identifying each other with languages, and there's a lot of havoc happening within our country only.
Yeah.
Where English is given an best preference, Hindi is not considered to be a national language, only the regional language. So the bifurcation and divide on the basis of language, it's going to create so much havoc in the future. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Yeah,
Just a thought.
language, caste. We have reservations for basis caste, or so many other things that happen, and so many people fighting for reservation because of their caste. हमको OBC में include कर लो, हमको benefits दे दो. So that ego identification, then it drives a lot of our behavior. Reflect on your own life and see how some of these labels may be driving your behavior. If somebody gives you some feedback, are you able to take it, or do you reject it? So if somebody gives you a feedback about your children, मेरे बच्चे हैं, कैसे कैसे बोला तुमने, so that's the ego that prevents us from taking feedback. Or my team, and by my well, the kind of I happened to meet or hear Lakshmi Narayan Tripathi once at a conference. And I realized that, we are beyond all these labels, because she is not a she is not a he. And then it creates some very basic problems, like, if you're outside, which washroom do you go to? Do you go to a male washroom or a female washroom? Something as simple as that. You don't have till recently, you didn't have a right to vote. So whether you are a BJP guy or a Congress guy, you couldn't own property. So, there is a lot of identity. If you're from South Bombay or South Delhi, I'm a South Delhi girl, I'm a South Bombay guy. So you can't own a property. So no identity related to property. Okay. You can't have a bank account, no car. So do you still have an identity or no beyond all these labels? That is what got me really thinking. about ego. क्या है हम, you know? क्या क्या आइडेंटिटी हमारी सही आइडेंटिटी क्या है? लेबल तो चेंज हो जाएंगे ना. If I'm single, I'll get married, or I'll get divorced, I'll get widowed. Labels keep changing, but is my identity those labels, or is my identity something beyond those labels? Is what we have to understand. Like Dr. Busek said, I am a soul, which is an identity beyond all these labels. Right. So, but we don't live our life thinking that I am soul and I am all powerful. I am all, what do they say, omniscient and all powerful, all knowing. We don't live our lives like that. We live our lives in accordance with the labels we have, which are limiting labels. And can we have an identity beyond that? Right. We discuss about that. Sometimes when we have these labels, don't say anything against my language or against my region or against me, my family, or my department. So in an organization where a particular team is very strong, it could be sales or it could be operations, don't say anything against them. If you say anything against them or a individual, then you're going to have a backlash. Uh, I was talking to a CHRO yesterday, and she's asking me to do a session for them on team. And she was telling me that किसी को कुछ बोल दिया ना, तो आजकल क्या होता है, मैं उसको कहीं का भी नहीं छोड़ूंगा. उसने बोला कैसे मेरे को ऐसा, इतना स्ट्रांग ईगो का रिएक्शन होता है. So this is how it's playing out in the corporate life. So when we put these labels, what our brain does is, everybody who's like me is a friend, and everybody who's not like me is a foe. That is the unconscious assumption we make. So if I'm in finance, all everybody in finance is my friend. Or if I'm a North Indian, everybody is a North Indian is my friend. Or if I'm from Bengal, if all Bengalis are my friends, so on and so forth. So that is one divide that we start doing, and then that drives our. So typically in an organization, you will find all management trainees will sit and eat together, CXOs will have lunch together, or people HR guys का एक अलग लंच टाइम होगा, फाइनेंस वालों का एक अलग लंच टाइम होगा, वो सब उस समय जाके साथ में खाएंगे. So me versus them. So then how do you collaborate, with kind of divisions? Or fear of loss. If I see myself as successful, would I really be open to experimenting? Okay. क्योंकि अगर मैं फेल हो गया एक्सपेरिमेंट करने में, तो मेरी इमेज जाएगी. Elon Musk says something very beautiful. It's okay to fail here. Okay. Because he knows if you don't experiment, if you don't fail enough, you're not going to succeed. So how is your image that I am successful maybe actually preventing growth because you're not innovating enough? Or control the output rather than, or the outcome rather than the process. Marks आ जाए किसी तरह से, चाहे वो चीटिंग करके ही आ रहे हो, या सेल्स आ जाए चाहे तुम गलत तरीके से ही ला रहे हो. So you want to control the outcomes rather than to be focused on wanting more. Money is something which we never get satisfied with. With food, you can, even if you, how much can you overeat, an apple or a sweet, but with money, the more you have, the more you want. There is no satiation. And so people keep working, and, they burn themselves down, or thinking of your colleagues as your competitors, because of jealousy, or not being able to accept feedback, or, just resisting ideas. There is this very funny uh, video where husband and wife are going shopping, and she's picking up apples, and just because the husband is giving apple, she's turning it away, even though he's what he's doing is, she's picking up apples, putting them in a bag, and he picks out those apples from the bag and passes it back to her, and she rejects it just because it is coming from him. So that is what happens to us in life, because this person is saying we reject the idea rather than looking at it on the basis of its merits. So these are the things, how it plays out at the workplace. I'll pause here to see if you have any observations, anything coming up for you basis Yeah. Yeah, for 4 different states and 4 different countries, so many different countries also. Then your identity becomes bigger. Yes, Monica.
या सर फर्स्ट पॉइंटर में तो बहुत इशू है कॉर्पोरेट में. पीपल स्टॉप देयर ओन ग्रोथ एंड कंपनीज ग्रोथ. फर्स्ट पॉइंटर कि एक तमिलियंस का ग्रुप बन गया, एक नॉर्थ इंडियंस का बन गया, एक बिहारीज का ग्रुप है, एक मराठीज का ग्रुप है. तो दे अटैक द अदर पर्सन,
Correct.
other group, other person, consciously, unconsciously, और बहुत बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, मेजर इश्यूज. If I am in HR, we are eating together. Somehow I think that is a human mentality. कि हमारा जो एक डिपार्टमेंट है, तो आई हैव टू मिंगल ड्यूरिंग द लंच एंड द ब्रेक्स विद दैट डिपार्टमेंट ओनली, बिकॉज द थ्रू द डे एंड थ्रू द मंथ आई हैव टू sit more with them and to work more with them. But identification on the level of the state or the caste and language, it irritates me so much. I'm living in Maharashtra from last 16-17 years. When 4 people we are talking in personal or professionally, both time I observed, 4 लोग बात कर रहे हैं, उसमें से हम लोग एक मराठी, 3 डिफरेंट स्टेट्स या 3 एक नॉर्थ इंडियन समाओ जैसे भी ग्रुप है. तो वी आर टॉकिंग इन हिंदी और इंग्लिश. एज सुन एज द मराठी पर्सन विल ज्वाइन, both of them they will start in Marathi. No offense to anyone, but it irritates me to at that level I cannot even have a words. Whenever any Punjabi joins with me, I never starts in Punjabi. Never ever, because it irritates me. मेरे पास वर्ड्स नहीं है कि मुझे कितना इरिटेशन होता है. दैट्स व्हाई आई फील कि अगर मैंने पंजाबी में स्टार्ट किया तो सामने वाले को कितना बुरा लगेगा, बिकॉज मुझे बहुत ही बुरा लगता है. मैं बता नहीं सकती. मुझे इरिटेशन इस बात का होता है कि तुम अभी तक बात कर रहे थे ना अच्छे से, अब ये 1-to-1 तुमने पर्सनल क्या स्टार्ट कर दिया है. ये है. और तुम उससे ग्रुप से जो कॉन्वर्सेशन मेन टॉपिक पे हो रहा था वो स्टॉप हो गया. मुझे वो समझ ही नहीं आ रहा था कि हम किस डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं. प्रोफेशनली टॉक कर रहे हैं, पर्सनली टॉक कर रहे हैं, तो ये क्या लेवल है. लैंग्वेज बैरियर क्यों बनाए हुए हैं हमने. बट एज सुन एज आई शिफ्ट टू यूएस एंड यूरोप, द पीपल आर सर्चिंग फॉर द इंडियन. वो एक कॉर्नर में कहीं माउंट आबू का कोई बैठा है, कोई अंडमान निकोबार, वी डोंट आइडेंटिफाई विद दैट टाइम कि ये कहाँ से है. यू आर इंडियन, तो वी आर डूइंग द हगी एंड किसेस टू द अदर पर्सन. बट विद इन इंडिया the things are really horrible. ये क्या हमारी मेंटेलिटी है बीइंग एन इंडियन, नो आइडिया. मेरे को अभी तक तो फिगर आउट नहीं हो पाया.
Yeah, so now, Monica, with this awareness, you know that it is the Marathi identity, a Marathi label, which is stronger than the friendship label. Okay. So when 3 of you or 4 of you are there, then it's friends. But then the 5th person who's also Marathi comes in, then it's the Marathi label. Okay. So now you can identify the root cause of the behavior. Where is that behavior coming from? Because their Marathi identity is stronger. Okay. Yes, Dhruv.
I have a very different experience. I'm a non-Maharashtrian. I stayed in Pune, where people say, "Oh, Punekar." I've stayed in Mumbai. I've stayed in Nasik from Maharashtra, and somehow what I've seen is people are speaking in Marathi. When I join that group, suddenly they shift to Hindi, and I say, I insist, "अरे मराठी मध्ये बोला." And they say, "नहीं नहीं, हम हिंदी में बात करेंगे." I don't know why, but that happens with me. And people say, "अरे तुझे मराठी आती है?" मतलब मराठी में बोलना ये भी बात. अरे नहीं, ये continue in Hindi with me. I don't know why. And in fact, some of those are like hardcore me Marathi kind of है, लेकिन वो मेरे साथ ठीक ठाक है. I have never seen they speaking in a purposefully speaking in Marathi with me. In fact, मैं जैसे जाता हूँ तो वो हिंदी में आ जाते हैं.
So your label as a non-Maharashtrian is strong. In their eyes.
No,
In their eyes.
in their eyes, or probably I am observing that they are adjusting to accommodating me
Yeah. Your
despite
label
being.
is that I'm a Maharashtrian. Talk to me in Marathi. Their label is no, you're a non-Maharashtrian. So we will talk to you in Hindi.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So you see how the labels are driving behavior and how this could be playing out in many different ways in your context, organizational context.
It may not just be label, Ashish. I'm thinking it is also how we process information in our mind.
Absolutely.
It is possible that people may be speaking Marathi in front of me, but I am observing only those instances where they are speaking in Hindi in front of me or English in front of me. That is also possible. And that bias creates that domino effect.
Okay. Sure.
Even in my current society, there was a time when people were like, "Oh, Hindi, Marathi, and Marathi and non-Marathi." Interestingly, my forwards have been in Marathi also. So I was never being perceived as a non-Maharashtrian in the society where there was like at time there was especially during election time, oh, ye Marathi group hai, ye non-Marathi group hai. I was mingling with both of them easy.
Yeah, interesting. So is this bringing up any new awareness or insight for you, Dhruv?
The thought which comes to my mind is when I'm going ahead and आगे बढ़ के बोल रहा हूँ मैं मेरे साथ मराठी बात करो देन पीपल नहीं नहीं हम तेरे साथ हिंदी में ही बात करेंगे and one or twice people said यार you speak Hindi better than Marathi so we'll speak in Hindi with you.
All right. Okay. So also think of labels in terms of branding to everybody, I'm saying, are you labeled as an AI expert or as a mindfulness expert or, legal expert in a particular area or an HR expert in payroll, so it's not only limiting, but it can also be empowering. So think about what are the labels you want to create for yourself in your life, in your profession. And we with this awareness, we should change our labels and expand the identity. There is this very beautiful post by R. Gopalakrishnan, who is ex-Tata Sons and Unilever. And he says that the organizations that have grown big are the ones which have put organization ahead of the individual. Like Monica was saying, everybody has, most companies today, they will, if the CEO is a Tamilian, that will be a Tamilian people. His team, top team will be Tamilian or Bong or, whatever else. So, but you put the organization ahead, and Brigadier Vidur puts it very beautifully, the Chetwood credo, which says the honor of the country first, then the honor of your brigade, and then your own comfort and honor, So ego will be there, the labels will be there, but then what is it that you prioritize? Whether you're looking at humanity first or you're looking at, nationality first. I'm an Indian, or we are all human beings. What are we looking at? Or are we expanding it even further to look at us as living beings? Then we include our trees, animals also as that. So what is the identity that we are looking at? If I'm looking at human beings and as myself as human beings, then I'll easily maybe kill animals for my food. But if I look as everybody like living beings, then I may have a very different view towards cutting trees or killing animals. So what is the identity that I'm taking? And if we take the identity, a larger identity, then we grow. A smaller identity, smaller label will keep us small, and a larger identity will expand. So, like Prime Minister Narendra Modi says, I represent 140 crore Indians. So that's a bigger entity. आप अपने डिपार्टमेंट को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, या कंपनी को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, या कंट्री को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, या ह्यूमैनिटी को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो, किसको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हो? जितना ज्यादा आप बड़ा लेबल चूज करोगे, या अपनी खाली फैमिली के बारे में ही सोच रहे हो, बाकी तेल लगाने का है ना, किसके बारे में सोच रहे हो आप? या अपने स्टेट के बारे में ही सोच रहे हो? The bigger entity we choose, the more successful we are. And yeah, thank you, Monica. Now I need a volunteer. Can somebody raise a hand, virtual hand, or come on camera? Any volunteer? Okay, Dhruv. I'll request everybody to keep their eyes closed. And Dhruv, I would like you to read this for them. So please keep your eyes closed and listen to what Dhruv is reading out for you. Dhruv, read this out slowly for everybody.
Khalil Gibran, fear. It is said that before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back at the path she has traveled from the peaks of the mountains, the long winding road crossing forests and villages. And in front of her, she sees an ocean so vast that to enter there seems nothing more than to disappear forever. But there is no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean, because only then will fear disappear. Because that's where the river will know it's not about disappearing into the ocean, but of becoming the ocean. That's it.
How does that feel for you?
Fear of change is just a fear. It's a mental perspective. Here, the fear of losing identity.
Mm. When
While
we
the
use
bigger
a
entity.
smaller entity, we assume the bigger one, right?
Mm.
Yes, Rosina.
Yeah, I just got my answer.
Mm.
I was just wondering, like, I felt like for the past 2 to 3 days, this was coming up, like what you have done, like what the path you chose to go ahead and sort out things for your family, which you have done very successfully. But when I look back, I have seen that I've sacrificed a lot of things, which is like that was pinching me. So when I read this came up, it was like, this is what you have done. So be happy with that.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Did you get what I said?
Your voice was very faint. So I picked up what I heard was I should be proud of what I have done.
Yeah, and acceptance.
Hmm.
Okay. You lost something in the journey, but
Hmm.
you have achieved so much.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
what you have lost is not, you have not lost anything. You have been part of that journey and you are like an ocean. You became an ocean.
yeah,
You are just a river. So
yeah,
that's what it is like. This is the answer that came up. That
yeah.
might be this was needed and came up at the right time. Thank you.
Hmm. Thank you. So let us stay with you. And on that note, we come to the end of our session today. Just to recap, ego is identity. It's not arrogance, but it's the answer of who am I. Okay. And that who am I, that answer is creating your life. So please consciously choose and write your 50 I am statements. I am creative, I am powerful, I am successful, whatever you want to, I am resourceful, whatever you want to write. I am grateful. That becomes your identity. That look at the resources we have shared with you in the link. Look at here the Oprah Winfrey's interview and the other affirmations. Choose your 50. And replace your limiting labels with empowering ones. Understand where these labels come from. Okay? And our subconscious mind doesn't process the, it just accepts whatever comes our way. So these labels may have been formed in the childhood, may no longer be true, but we are, living that life. So there is this, I don't know how many of you are reading Beyond Limits, but there's a story in Beyond Limits which is about an elephant. And, as a calf, the elephant was tied by a very strong iron chains, and he could never break that chain. And once he is grown, he is a mighty elephant now. He is tied to a rope, uh, and he can easily break that rope. But he doesn't, because he is imprisoned in his mind. He still thinks that I am tied to that by iron chains. So what is it that's holding you back? Which memory is holding you back? Which belief is holding you back? Identify that and pay attention. It happens over a time. So keep a notepad ready with you where you can keep writing your limiting beliefs. I have mentioned this earlier. Write your limiting beliefs in red and then replace them and write your empowering beliefs in green. Negative labels stick very easily, so it takes a lot of effort. Constantly reaffirming, like I was talking about that coach who constantly reaffirms for 50 positive statements for himself, and we have the power to flip the script. We spend 1 or 2 minutes every day thinking who you would be, when you are alone. Identify your see if if it is stopping you from taking help from other people. Like in my one of my previous organizations, I was identified as the guy of the my boss. तो ये उसका बंदा है. So what that happened was कि मेरे बॉस की जिससे नहीं बनती थी वो या जो organization politics में, then I won't go and ask help from those departments also. So how your collaboration is working out. And you are beyond labels. Sometimes mothers are so sacrificing, वो enjoy ही नहीं करती हैं अपनी लाइफ को, क्योंकि उनको लगता है कि मैं एकदम मदर इंडिया टाइप पूरे टाइम सैक्रिफाइस ही करते रहूं. या और एज ए फादर यू मे बी फीलिंग कि यार मैं मेरी ड्यूटी है, मेरे को प्रोवाइड करना है, तो हम एंजॉय नहीं कर पा रहे हैं अपनी लाइफ. एंड मैं मेरा के बजाय हम हमारा करेंगे तो ज्यादा फायदा है. सो विल ब्रिंग दिस अप टू ए क्लोज नाउ and you may reflect on your takeaways from the session today. Take 2 minutes to reflect on what we have discussed.
Thanks, Ashish.
Yeah.
While these I am statements have done quite some time back, a few years back, but revisiting this was really powerful for me. And thank you so much. So today itself, I will be going to write down the 50 I am statements.
Thank you. Thank you, Manoj. Once you've written, please share in the group so that it motivates others also. And please listen to the resources that we've shared in this session today.
Sure.
Some of you came in late, so I'd like to share with you that our retreat dates and venue has been finalized. The picture is a very beautiful venue. I've shared the pictures in the group. The fees is 7,500 rupees for SLP members, and first 10 SLP members who come in. After that, it goes up to 9,500 rupees. So when we are promoting in mindful living groups, you will see 9,500 as the fees. So don't get surprised. 7,500 for you, 9,500 for others. We start at 10 o'clock on 13th December. You come in by 10. We start the session at 11 to 1 is the first session where we do a recap. Each one of you shares your takeaways from the SLP journey. That's before lunch. Post lunch, we have a session by Dr. Reena on yogic breathing and chakra energy meditation. After that, we break and we have a recognition ceremony and bonfire, which will be fun. And next is Sunday morning. We have nature walk, followed by sessions on by me on powerful questions which have changed my life. So how asking ourselves questions can change. If we change the question that we ask ourselves, like if I am feeling pitiable, say mere saath aisa kyun, why me? Or if you can replace that question, why me, what is it that I can do in this situation, your outcomes are very different. So what are some of those questions? We will do a reflection exercise, journaling exercise on that, and then advanced SLP program, and then we have lunch, and then we depart. So that's the agenda. Those of you who are coming in from outside, say Bangalore or Hyderabad, you may plan to align your flight or train details so that you can travel to the venue together. It is in Karjat, about 125 kilometers, both 125 kilometers from Bombay Airport, 125 kilometers from Pune Airport. It's kind of midway between Bombay and Pune. So you could plan to come either to Bombay Airport, which I think is easier because Bombay, the flights are more. Pune Airport has got restrictions. So better if you come to Bombay Airport and then come in from the venue. So I'll pause here. And Manoj and Sasha have already confirmed their participation. Others, please confirm ASAP. There are limited seats. There are only 4 bedrooms that are there, so we can accommodate only about 16 to 18 people. And as I mentioned earlier, it'll be all ladies in one room, all guys in like 1 or 2 rooms. So that's how it'll be. Not couples stay. Yes, thank you. Manoj, whom would you like to come next?
Monica.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Manoj. I will summarize in that this identification will be helping more way that how we can remove the labels from ourselves and from our perspective also, to whom the people we are meeting, that we have to be connect with without any labels. And affirmation, making affirmation list is really very powerful. I have around, I think 35 to 40 affirmations, and 4 are in negative sense. I will definitely change its tonality in positive way, and the way Ashish sir suggested that I should record it in my voice and add some music so that we can listen it to on daily morning, on daily basis in the morning. It will be very powerful activity to come out from any negativity and to go ahead in the life. That is my
Amazing.
takeaway. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Monica. And I would also like to thank Monica for recommending the venue. Thank you, Monica. The venue is recommended by Monica. It's beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Monica, whom would you like to invite next?
Uh, who's Shesha?
Thanks, Monica. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, so having this affirmation, I could see there is a drastic change in the energy levels, both positive and negative. So it's very important to elevate the energy levels. We should always think about what what's the positive thing that we have in us. That's lighten up our mood and also our spirits.
Very nice.
And I like the idea of setting up a music for I am.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sasha. Who would you like to invite next?
Hari?
Good morning, everyone. Sorry,
Good
I was
morning.
not able to be present in last few sections because I was out of station. Hello, okay, I'm
Yes,
audible.
we
Yeah.
can hear you, Hari. Yeah.
See, my takeaway from this session is we form identity because of fear and for survival. So I think I am the consciousness with all the memory from centuries. We form an identities for survival on this planet with other humans. So when you are successful, you have positive identities like I am strong, I am clever, I am everything. When you fail, the same thing will affirmations will go negative. I am not good enough. I am something. So being conscious about this track, like failure and success are nothing to do with our identity. Our identity is we are the super consciousness because we are fearful, we are fear, we are not able, we stuck up with this identities and we don't like that what is the last thing about the fear. We are not able to go into that free flow of consciousness. So my takeaway today is I want to be more consciously seeing my identities in each time, in each date of time, and create a new identity with good affirmations.
Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful. So well said, Hari. These identities are our survival tool,
Yes.
so by identifying with people like me, I have survived through millions of years,
Yes, because
so
of my
yeah.
caste, my whatever, my
Yeah,
financial position.
yeah, correct. So all rich people will network
Yes.
together, so or all bureaucrats will network together, or politicians, so everything, yeah.
Yeah. And
And
we are from this, different tribes. So we initially humans memory is like that we have formed that we want to secure from other tribes, we create and we think like I am Telugu, so with the Telugus all will come together. When that language goes off, now money is coming into the play, so we are all rich, we have to be together.
yeah,
Our human mind is itself has a fear in it, so the identity created a fear in it, so we create all these things.
very nice, very nice. And also, I really liked your saying, how we respond to failure. But if we stop looking at ourselves from as failure or a success, then it'll energize us to
Yes.
continue doing what we are doing, and we will not stop just because we have failed.
Yes. Like that limitations of mind, you just watch our limitations of mind.
Yeah,
Consciously seeing our mind, watching in our mind, making affirmation that I am that, I am not this.
very nice. Thank you, Hari.
Thank you. Thank you, Enu.
Hari, whom would you like to invite next?
Tanuja?
Am I audible?
Yes, Tanuja.
I believe it has cleared many things in the sense that when I'm doing positive affirmations for myself, it certainly gives me a high energy. And it is like another saying also, what you think you become. So when I'm thinking all these things for myself, I literally become that. And when I'm using the another side of my that I'm short tempered or I'm angry, that creates a that inbuilds a negative. So I have to drop that. I have I have formed my affirmations like this, that I am a noble soul in this body. I'm a noble soul in this body with the intent to serve, and then I've added whom I have to serve. Then I've positive side of me is I've added that I am humble, kind, and polite. I'm a good listener, observer, and analyzer. I'm creative and resourceful. I'm knowledgeable and I'm rational. I'm wise and I'm bold. And if simply writing these has given me another level of confidence.
Wonderful, wonderful. And one thing I would like to suggest everybody to also do is do an hyperbolic session. Hyperbolic I am affirmations. In the sense, just to give you an example, I would say I am the best mindfulness meditation teacher in the whole world. So I'm the best AI expert in the whole world, or I'm the best product development guy in the whole world, or I'm the best in healthcare management, preventive healthcare management in the whole world. So do hyperbolic introductions for yourself. That helps in stretching your mind. So have 50 which are readily believable, and do some which are hyperbolic, which stretch your mind, and then they help you go ahead in your life in that direction. कोई और बेस्ट हो सकता है तो हम क्यों नहीं हो सकते? हम खाली ये सोचते हैं कि मैं नहीं बेस्ट हो सकता दुनिया। अगर वो जो बेस्ट जिसको आप मानते हो वो भी ऐसा सोचता है कि मैं बेस्ट नहीं हो सकता, किसी ना किसी को तो बेस्ट होना है ना पूरी दुनिया में, व्हाई नॉट मी? सो थिंक अबाउट दैट. थैंक यू तनुजा. तनुजा, whom would you like to invite next?
Vasudev. Am I audible? I invited
Yeah,
Vasudev.
Vasudev, are you there?
Yeah, I am in. Give me a minute. I will be there.
Can't hear you, Vasudev. तनुजा, किसी और का बुला लो. हाँ.
I think Abhishek ji is already done.
No, Abhishek, Dr. Abhishek. हाँ.
Thank you, Tanuja. I think I have cleared it before also that the identity is something which is created by humans ourselves, and God created a man, and we created, first thing we divided ourselves is in the form of religion and castes and subcastes. So I think I like when Mr. Hari said that identity is for survival. I think that's a very powerful thing and a very important one, because and when Ashiji, you mentioned that identity as a broader perspective, when we say I am a soul, so it's a very broader perspective of identity, which is a pure truth, which is actually the truth aspect. Rest everything is it comes secondary. It is for survival. It is for creating some kind of temporarily happiness in us when we compare, when we feel at the level of control, or fear also. Yes, fear also, wherein that those identities are created. But I think we should move ahead and on a broader perspective see that we are a soul, we are a powerful being, and we are grateful to Lord Almighty, and we are all learners. We are learning every moment, and we are changing our lives for better. So I think identity subconsciously, if we see that for survival it is required, yes. If it is a positive identity, we can do that. If there is something negative identity coming in, I think we should avoid it and think in a broader perspective that what is our broader identity? What can we do and give back to the society with that identity? And I think affirmations are always, they have been awesome and positive. I think that chanting has to be done. Everybody should do that. And I specifically have a small issue wherein when you say I am not able to create statements on that. So generally in my life also, I never say anything negative about anybody or myself. I don't say not stuff, because I generally always feel that the universe is listening to you. And
very,
if
very
we
true, Dr. Abhishek. The only reason we suggested that was an exercise to figure
I
out.
understand.
So I am and I am not. It's an exercise to find out what I am and what I am not. And once we come up with that, then we can replace and choose what we want to
You're
create.
absolutely right. Yeah, I do understand, because we are identifying that what exactly is the issue, and we are converting that to a positive affirmation, and life will definitely change after that.
Yeah.
So I liked last statements of yours when you said that we can flip the script, or you are beyond labels. So thank you, Ashish ji. That's my take.
Thank you, Dr. Abhishek. Whom would you like to invite next?
Dhruv, next, please.
Dhruv?
Yeah. Thank you, Abhishek. When Abhishek was speaking, I felt about the Vedant philosophy about who am I? And no wonder the vibrations which Abhishek ji brings is that of spirituality. In terms of the aspect of, yes, survival of self, in fact, earlier this week I was seeing a YouTube video which says why our brain processes things the way it does, including the identity, because it makes it easier to process information. It brain reduces the energy consumption because the more it processes the information, the more energy consumption it needs. So if automated processing happens, then it takes less energy, and that is how the survival of human beings has been in the historic
Correct.
era. Food was limited.
Correct.
And it also triggers this whole aspect of change, saying, because once you start identifying with a certain belief, with certain identity, with certain mindset, ways of working, changing it takes a lot of energy. And one of the good things that it said, and which Ashish ji has also been saying about change, do small things. Like if you're going to not able to do go to gym, at least put on your shoes and take 5 steps towards it, even if you're not actually going to the gym, because it would start building that brain towards that. Something similarly for identity, whatever is your desired identity. Yeah, atomic habits, perfect. Start moving towards that, very baby steps, even if it is there, that would be helpful.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Dhruv. And whom would you like to invite next?
Hari?
Hari is spoken.
Manoj Nair.
He is also spoken.
Okay. Who is left then? Rosina or Shesha?
Shesha is also spoken. Rosina?
I'm left. I'm the last one today.
Rosina, your voice is very faint.
Now can you hear me?
Hmm.
Yeah, but excuse me also. I have a very bad nose and throat, so my voice is also little down because of severe cold. Okay, what I have got from this session is like many people like shared about like you get into a group and whether you're Marathi or this or that, but one thing what I have learned from my family is like you at least have should have the basics of all the languages you know, and that really helps while communicating with others. Like when you start communicating with a Gujarati, so we just say Jai Shri Krishna and we start. It's like we greet them in their language, and that gives a very different impact and different the work gets done very easier. Hello.
Yeah, Rosina, bolo.
Yeah, so that's one thing. And second, I want to put up one more thing here, that we are doing this I am affirmation. Yes, on the positive note, it is good. But at one point of time, when you said at the end, the hyperbolic affirmations, can you highlight more on that? Because sometimes it shouldn't happen that, okay, I'm something, like, फिर वो हम वो zone में ना चले जाए.
So think in terms of being the best in the whole world, Rosina, in whatever way you would like to be.
Yeah, but don't you think that that will bring a halt on on your growth?
किस तरह से?
Because sometimes you see it happens, what I have experienced and what I've seen around, like कि किसी ने कुछ अच्छा किया कि हाँ मैं ये हूँ, I'm a doctor, so now I don't need anything. So a person gets into the zone of non-learning, unlearning and non-learning. I will put it that way.
Okay. So here the intention is that it helps you grow beyond the limits that we have put on ourselves, Rosina, to its
Okay.
break the limits of our
Okay.
thinking and be the
Okay.
best in the whole world.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
But
Imagine if
then when I'm saying
everybody.
that, no, I'm saying that I'm taking a little on a longer from a longer perspective, that I'm saying that I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, and somebody who has performed far better than me, then you got it?
Yeah, so there can be different ways in which you can be the best, right?
Right.
So just focus on one way that you would like to be the best. So imagine if this group, Dhruv is the best AI expert in the whole world. Dr. Abhishek is the best preventive healthcare consultant in the whole world. Manoj is the best HR professional in the whole world. Vasudev is the best in his area. Hari is the best businessman, wealthiest businessman in the whole world. Sasha is the best product development tech guy in the whole world. Tanuja is the best criminal lawyer or lawyer in the whole world. What this group will be and what is stopping us from being the best. We are not even thinking about it, right?
Absolutely. We are not thinking about it.
Yeah. You being the best healer in the whole world. What an awesome
Thank you.
group this will be.
Yes, absolutely.
आज तो हम सोचना शुरू कर रहे हैं. अब इसके बाद एक सोच आई है तो कुछ बदलेगा. Some actions will be
Sure.
different. Yeah, that is the idea. It's
Yeah.
not from a space of conceit. It is from it is from a space of getting better and contributing more.
Okay. Contributing more.
Mm.
Got it. And I missed the Thursday session, Ama, and you shared two books in that, I suppose.
Yes,
Yeah, can you just brief me about the other one, which was the ordering from the
Cosmic Kitchen.
Cosmic Kitchen?
Yeah, I read that many years back. I don't remember the contents now, but it's got very powerful affirmations. It's a very good book, very powerful affirmations. So if you're, I would strongly recommend that book to everybody.
Okay, got it. I
Yeah.
managed to get the soft copy of it, so I'll go
Mhm.
through it.
Yeah, both are very nice books.
Yeah. The other one which I have that, Ask and It Is Given.
Mhm.
So I'll start with that as well.
Sure. Our next session will be on Thursday. The concluding session of Mindfulness, a Swiss Knife series, will be a session on choice on Thursday at 8 p.m. So please block your calendars for 8 to 10. And then we'll take a break of about 2 weeks. I'll come. I think I've shared the dates earlier. We start, I think, on 13th November again. So then I'll share those dates once again on Thursday. So there will be a break from Thursday, whatever date that is, till 13th November. All right. So
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
yes, thank you. Thank you everybody for joining us today.
Thank
And
you,
have a
everyone.
wonderful week ahead. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Ashish. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish
Okay,
ji. Thank you,
Thank you.
that's
everybody.
Thank you,
fine. I will
everyone.
not take, but that's fine. I think I'm not
Have a good Sunday, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.